Every garden deserves a touch of royalty, and nothing brings that majestic beauty quite like the timeless Lilium, known simply as the lily. Lilies have long captured hearts across the USA with their breathtaking elegance, heady fragrance, and symbolism of purity and renewal. Whether you live in the sunny states of California or the cool climates of the Pacific Northwest, growing Lilium in your own backyard is easier than you might think. With the right care and patience, these spectacular flowers reward you with tall, graceful stems crowned with vibrant, trumpet-shaped blooms that light up any garden from early summer through fall. Before diving into planting, it's important to understand that Lilium bulbs aren't your typical set it and forget it type. They're perennial charmers that appreciate attention, especially when it comes to sunlight, soil, and watering habits. But with this detailed guide crafted for beginner gardeners in the USA, you'll learn everything you need to nurture lilies like a pro and transform your outdoor space into a floral sanctuary. The essence of Lilies, Lilium belongs to a family of around 100 species, each offering its own beauty, from the famous Asiatic lilies to the deeply fragrant Oriental varieties. Each species adds unique color, fragrance, and personality to your garden. Asiatic lilies are the easiest for beginners. They bloom early, tolerate a variety of climates, and come in stunning colors. Oriental lilies, on the other hand, are known for their intoxicating fragrance and large, dramatic blooms, making them perfect for flower arrangements in garden borders. Choosing the right location, lilies crave sunlight. To bloom their best, choose a location that gets at least 6 hours of direct sunlight each day. Partial shade can work in warmer regions, especially to protect them from scorching midday heat. Always make sure your planting site has good drainage. Lilium bulbs can rot if left sitting in soggy soil. If you have heavy clay soil, improve it with compost, peat moss, or sand. Raised beds or containers also work beautifully for lilies, especially for urban gardeners. Preparing the soil, lilies thrive in slightly acidic to neutral soil with a pH between 6.0 and 7.0. Enrich your garden bed with organic matter before planting. Composted manure or leaf mold are excellent choices. Mixing in a balanced, slow-release bulb fertilizer helps provide the nutrients needed for strong growth. When planting, dig a hole about 6 to 8 inches deep, depending on the bulb size. Space bulbs around 8-12 inches apart. The rule of thumb is to plant bulbs 3 times as deep as their height. Make sure the pointed end faces upward and gently backfill with soil, firming it slightly to remove air pockets. Watering and feeding lilies like consistent moisture but dislike waterlogged soil. Water them thoroughly after planting and keep the soil lightly moist throughout the growing season. During dry spells, deep watering once or twice a week is enough. Mulching helps retain soil moisture and keeps the roots cool. For feeding, use a balanced fertilizer, 10-10-10 at the beginning of the growing season, then again as buds start forming. Avoid high nitrogen fertilizers, which can lead to lush leaves but fewer flowers. Supporting the stems, tall lilies can become top-heavy, especially when in full bloom or during windy days. To prevent bending or breakage, stake the stems early in the season. You can use bamboo stakes or decorative garden supports. Tee gently using soft ties to avoid damaging the stems. Caring after bloom once the lilies have finished flowering. Resist the urge to cut the foliage immediately. The leaves continue to photosynthesize and send energy back to the bulbs for next year's blooms. Remove only the spent flowers to prevent seed formation, but leave the foliage intact until it yellows and dies back naturally. In colder regions, apply a layer of mulch about 4 inches to insulate the bulbs through winter. In warmer zones, You can reduce mulching slightly, but it still helps regulate soil temperature. Common problems in pests, Lilium is generally resilient, but a few common issues can appear. Botrytis blight gray mold, avoid overhead watering and improve air circulation. Aphids wash off with a gentle spray or use neem oil. Red lily beetles. Handpick and destroy beetles before they multiply. A bulb rot, ensure proper drainage and avoid overwatering. Propagation and division, lilies multiply over time. Every few years, dig up the bulbs after the foliage dies down, separate the offsets, small bulbs attached to the parent bulb, and replant them in enriched soil. This keeps your lily bed vibrant and prevents overcrowding. Indoor lilies. For those who prefer indoor gardening, smaller lily varieties like Asiatic hybrids thrive beautifully in pots. Use a deep container at least 10-12 inches, a quality potting mix, and place it where it receives bright indirect sunlight. Keep soil slightly moist and rotate the pot weekly to promote even growth. Seasonal guide for the USA. Spring, ideal for planting bulbs and fertilizing emerging shoots. Summer, main blooming season, water consistently and stake tall stems. Fall, cut back foliage after it yellows and divide bulbs if necessary. Winter, protect bulbs in colder states with mulch in warmer regions. Minimal care is needed. Fun facts about lilies. Lilies symbolize purity, devotion, and renewal. The Madonna lily, Lilium candidum, has been cultivated for over 3,000 years. Some species are native to North America, thriving in wild meadows and woodlands. They're non-toxic to humans, but toxic to cats. Avoid planting where pets roam. Final thoughts. Growing lilies isn't just about adding flowers to your garden. It's about bringing a sense of elegance, serenity, and timeless beauty. Once you've planted them and watched their tall stalks bloom into radiant colors, you'll understand why these flowers have been adored for centuries. With care, patience, and love, your Lilium will return year after year, brighter and stronger than before. So get your gloves, prepare your soil, and let the royal Lilium claim its throne in your garden. Start your lily growing journey today. Bring elegance, fragrance, and charm to your American garden. Subscribe to our Nature Nurture Hub for more beautiful plant growing guides and create your own slice of floral heaven.